Hello, this is a part 2 of me testing dual sandwich forms for the first time. This is a corrected version of my previous video part 1 where I made several mistakes. Hello, my name is Radina Ignatova. I am a nail expert and educator at Artistic Touch. So in this, just now I'm showing you what products I have been using. So a Polygel from Cody, some Venalisa. I have on the back, I have some chameleon flakes, just the glittery chameleon flakes. I have some C&D powder, the one in the blue, and then I have two different shades of chrome powders, which I am going to mix with the polygel. So just a little bit of milky white polygel I just put on. So now I'm going to separate them in 3 to 4 different sections with different colors, making sure that if you are diluting, mixing any UV products, don't put too much, because you're getting the risk of changing it too much so it will not dry. So I'm just picking up a little bit of pigment and a little bit of flake, keeping in mind if you put too much as well it might snap, so it's not going to be as strong. So I'm just picking up small bits, and I am going to start doing my dual forms. So I'm going to prep the dual forms first, and then we're going to put them onto the nails. So now I put a top coat into the dual form, and I placed the ready 3D snowflake, and I just flash cured it. I'm not showing the flash cure onto the screen because I do not want to cure my products onto my palette. So I just picked up a small rhinestone and I placed it in the middle. So that's the snowflake flash cured, and picking up another snowflake. I have another very short 2-minute video just how I made the snowflakes. You can go and watch that as well. So all I'm doing just now is I keep the top coat wet, and then I flash cure the snowflake with the top coat into the dual form. And I'm going to do that on all of the nails. Onto the nail that it's not visible on this video, I have some rhinestones into the one that I'm going to place on the ring finger. So that was just a wet top coat, and I placed and flash cured some rhinestones into the position where I wanted them. It's very simple and easy. So now I'm just going to put all of the snowflakes into the dual forms and flash cure them, and now I am starting to pick up some polygel color, and I'm going to put the blue just behind the snowflakes so the snowflakes pops out a little bit more. And keeping in mind, I'm not sure if you would notice, but the polygel that came already in glitter, I put that on the free edge just to make sure that nothing is going to snap. So because we have changed the chemistry of the polygel just a little, and the polygel that I am using just on the side, on the cuticle side, is just very clearish, and it has a little bit of hint of the chrome pigment that I just showed you in the pots at the beginning of the video. So I am following the same pattern as the first nail. In all of them I am placing onto the free edge the proper polygel that it's not been diluted with any pigments onto the free edge, and then the blue one that has the CND pigment is just behind the snowflake, so it pops just a little bit more and it gives it that frosty and wintry effect. I am doing the clearish part near the cuticle, and you're going to see in a moment why. This is the nail with the rhinestones. This is fully dried, and I'm just going to do the same behind them as well. I'm just following the same pattern, and it's going to be just slightly different on the pinky nail. It's going to be just white with another snowflake that I'm going to place on the very end of the video. You're going to see. So that's it. That's the nail. It's just milky white, and I am mixing it. I'm trying to make it a little bit more of a marbly look with the one that is almost clear, and some flakes. And now it's time to prep the nails. So I have done my cuticles and I have buffed them. Then I am dehydrating with a pH dehydrator, and then a prep solution. Now I am applying a very thin layer of flexible base coat. So that was in for 60 seconds, and now I am picking up some gel polish that I'm going to place near the cuticle. So the first layer that you see me doing just now is very pale. It's almost like a shimmer. It's just a very light shimmer. It's quite pretty. It's not too much, and I'm trying to fade it out. And now I am picking up a white snowy glitter. This is just another gel polish. It's just going to give you, going to give it the snowy look, but with the shimmer underneath of that previous gel polish that I placed underneath. So each layer goes into the lamp for 60 seconds. So I'm just going to finish whenever I feel that I'm happy with, and I'm going to get my flash lamp near me. So now watch what I am doing. I put a base coat on top of the duo, or the bottom part of the duo form, and then I flash cure instead of this having a proper contact with the skin. It's much safer option. I'm going to have another video just on that. So now doing the same thing on, you can see how I am doing. I place little bit of base coat onto my nail and then onto the form, and then flash cure so it stays, it doesn't move and does not have any contact with skin. So all you do is you press the top side of the dual form, and then I flash cure so it doesn't move, and then I'm going to do a full cure when everything is ready. Do this method of the bottom side of the duo form is much safer. I am just moving the polygel just a touch because it was running onto the middle, and it's just the same. I am pressing. You want to press the whole sandwich form at the same time. It's not like you do the cuticle first and then you do like with a normal duo form. Here we press everything down at the same time, and you can see I made the mistake in part 1 that I use the method with what we used to do in normal. So for this nail, I am not placing underneath of the sandwich form because it has a slight slope, so it grows downwards. I'm just going to file underneath on that one later. I noticed that the form was incorrectly placed. I took it off and now I'm flashing it again. Okay, so pressing down, you can see I start pressing from the cuticle towards the end, so towards the free edge. And now I have done this in 60 seconds, and my lamp, I am just popping off all of the sandwich forms, and we are going to wipe with a prep solution. You can use IPA as well. So wiping them very well underneath and at the top as well. I've done it twice with a new pad. So I am going to go and refine them just a little bit because I have placed them slightly downwards. It's not tight towards the cuticle. That's why I put that gel polish underneath. So I'm just smoothing them with my carbide cone drill bit, and I'm just refining them, just the rough edges. I am not touching that gel polish at all that we placed near the cuticle. And you can see that was very lightly done. And I'm just getting rid of any bits that were near the skin on the lateral side walls. Just anything that is going to bother me, got rid of. And I'm just going to go further and refine them just a little bit underneath, especially on that one, because remember we didn't had the bottom sides of the sandwich dual forms. And now we are going to file these with 180 grit nail file, and I am just following the line that the dual form has. So it's like a shape, it has a shape already, and you can just follow that. I'm not exactly following because I've noticed that you don't have enough. If you follow the exact shape from the dual form, you don't have enough product onto your stress zone, so underneath the stress zones. So I'm not doing entirely what the dual form says, but you have the extension of the free edge that is quite nice to follow, except your stress zones, near the stress zones, if that makes sense. You want them slightly thicker. So I am just refining these, and then we're going to go and buff them. So I'm just gently buffing them so the top coat can grab onto them, otherwise it can just slip off because it's too shiny, too smooth, has nothing to grab off. So I'm just cleansing off any dust and debris that is left, and we are going to put some base coat underneath that one. and picking up a stencil for that pinky nail, and we're going to flash cure with a stamp the snowflake. So it just holds it on place, and now we are going to picking up some gel polish. There is something that I didn't like on that one, so just adding some missing bits and pieces, I suppose. And we are going to, so every layer is done on 60 seconds that you don't see on camera, and we are going to top coat. So that's the final touch on that pinky. I ended up doing 2 top coats because we have sticker underneath, and I'm just doing a little bit of leveling at the moment just because of that sticker, so it's nice and smooth. So that first coat was cured in 60 seconds, and I'm just going to top coat everything else. Remember that this is a part 2, and I have go and watch part 1 if you haven't already. You can see all of the mistakes that I made into that version, and I have a separate video how I made the snowflakes. It's just about 2 minutes. It's very short and easy to watch. And now I am just wiping off and some cuticle oil, and we are going to polish the skin and the cut from the Russian manicure that I have done already underneath. You can see how beautiful these nails turn out. They're so frosty. Some people commented that they look like I look like an ice queen. So if you found this video helpful and you liked my design, making sure that you like and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys with a new one very soon.